Hello. Well, I'm going to change the way I'm doing my blog this time around. So over the years, many people from all over the world have read my updates, as well as my family and friends, and I'm sure it's nice to put a face to the words, especially if you don't know me. I've lots to say this time round and think a video will be more appropriate. So firstly, I'd like to talk about what I do on my social media and the messages I receive. This is mainly for my own social network activity. So please read my updates. Many keep asking how I am now. I've already told you, you just haven't read it. Unfortunately, I don't want to keep repeating myself all the time, so you may not get an answer from me. Another issue at the moment, and I know you all mean well, and I'm just as guilty. I've said it myself, and that's to say to me, get well soon. Get well soon is a nice message when things can be fixed. For example, when I broke my toes in February or my recent toenail surgery, they can be fixed. Unfortunately, when it's to do with my cancer, I'm not going to get well soon. Over time, I'm going to get worse. When I read those messages recently, after being in hospital with high temperature, I just stared at them and thought, I'm not going to get better. I'm going to get worse. I thought long and hard of the right thing to say and think a message like, hope you get back on track soon, or something similar sounds more appropriate. So I'll explain a little bit more about stage 4 metastatic and secondary cancer. So primary cancer can be cured, but when it leaves that location, as in my case, mine travelled to my bones and liver. There is nothing available to cure it. I can't have a liver transplant or an operation to dig out the tumours. It's all dependent on the treatment working and keeping things stable. The treatment might work and keep me alive a lot longer, or it doesn't work, then I go on to the next treatment until they all run out. So I'm hoping the next treatment works. So back in February, I was walking 10k, I was walking 5k a day, and I felt good. Then I broke my toes by kicking them on a piece of furniture. Since then, everything has been going downhill. The treatment I was on was causing issues with the skin around my toes and fingers. When I started walking again, I started developing infections in my big toes, so the walking stopped again. I needed toenail surgery. To have the surgery, I've had to come off the treatment due to risk of further infections. So I've been off the treatment a month now. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to live with foot infections all the time. I need to get walking again and get back on track. I'm going to move on to the fundraising that I'm doing. So I know people don't like hearing the word fundraising. Everyone is fundraising. There's so many charities that need help. I get that. So since 2015, together with what's been raised through my own, my husband's fundraising, Nottingham and Leicester Breast Cancer Now group, and amazing friends, and my local Girl Guides group that have stepped up, we've raised just under £13,000. So why do I fundraise? Well, believe it or not, I'm fundraising for you. So why? Why would I do that? Because I don't want you to go through it. I am benefiting from those who fundraised years previously. I will probably not get my hands on anything being developed at this time, but you will in the future. Now, 1 in 2 of us will get cancer in our lifetime. You hear that on the telly all the time with Cancer Research UK, as they're advertising it. But look at myself and my husband, that's 2 in 2 of us. I've had a look at my social contacts, taking out friends that have had or dealing with cancer, plus those that may be going through it but can't talk about it. There's roughly around 480 who don't have cancer or have not had cancer. So looking at the stats, that means 240 of my friends will develop cancer in your lifetime. So the fundraising I am doing now will help you in the future. So please see my Just Giving page. So there's the link up there, which is justgiving.com/Donna-Compton-1000 challenge. So this fundraising is for research only. But you were fundraising for breast cancer, I hear you say. So that's not always the case. So I started with, no, I can't pronounce these names. So I started with a drug called palbociclib, which is a new drug recently developed. So at the moment, this just treats breast cancer, but I'm sure there will be research to see if it works on other cancers too. My next line of treatment was called everolimus. I could only get this via the Cancer Drug Fund. Unfortunately, it didn't work on me, but we had to give it a go, just in case it did. However, this drug is used for pancreas, lung, and digestive system cancers. The last drug I was on had not really worked, which was called capecitabine, CAPE for short, which also treats colon, rectal, stomach, esophageal, pancreatic, and other cancers. So the new line of treatment I'll be going on to is called paclitaxel. So this also treats ovarian, lung, and stomach cancers. Now my husband was on paclitaxel together with another chemo for his esophageal cancer, so they do use it for other cancers too. So research, how does that work? So once a breakthrough drug has been developed, it needs to go through trials which can take years. Once enough evidence is collated, NICE and the MHRA investigate the evidence. If there's not enough evidence, the risks and benefits don't weigh up, and if the drug is too expensive, then we don't get to have it. There is another drug available to add to my list of treatment lines, which is being discussed with NICE right now. But at the moment, it's only available internationally. So buying treatments like this are very costly, and then they might not even work. Some people have lost their homes trying to get money together to pay to try these drugs out. But what if it worked? Your money runs out, the fundraising stops, your family are left behind with awful debts. So personally, I'd rather fundraise for everyone and not just for me. So please spare what you can, because every penny counts. Thank you. Right, okay, so on to my latest CT results. So CT scan number 9 had shown that I was stable and that my pancreas was normal, which all sounded like really good news. I was happy. Unfortunately, my cancer markers, which are cancer cells that are found in the blood, have shot right up. Because of this, I had another CT scan a little bit earlier. So what seems to be happening is that the smaller tumours are developing around and attaching to the 3 original tumours. So you got a biggish tumour, and then you got these little spots, and they're all starting to join up to the original tumour. So where I've been keeping a log on the sizes, it's now become difficult to carry on with my graph. So due to this, I need to change my treatment. As I mentioned before, I'll be going on to paclitaxel, which is an IV chemo. So IV means that I'll be having the drug administered via a drip attached to a cannula in my arm somewhere. The treatment will be 1 day a week for 3 weeks, then a week off, and will continue for as long as it works. I will be losing my hair, which is a shame, but I'll deal with it. There are good news stories about this drug, so I hope it works for me too. Provided my toes heal in time, it's looking good at the minute. I've had them checked over and everything seems to be okay. I should be starting the treatment on the 29th of June. So until next time, look after yourselves and I'll update you soon. Bye.